Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dansville High School. A little late getting the broadcast going. There have been some network difficulties to deal with here at Dansville. You have missed the first 6 minutes and 20 seconds of the first quarter. Batavia out in front 6-0 over host Dansville Wayland-Cohocton on a long touchdown pass from Bronx Buchholz to Cole Grazioplane. So that's where we stand right now. 6-0 Blue Devils. 5:40 remaining here in the first quarter. We do apologize for the technical difficulties, but when you're doing these streams, you never know what you may encounter. We do our best to do troubleshooting before the broadcast and try to do them at familiar sites as well, but sometimes you run into snags, and we certainly did tonight. But it appears it should be smooth sailing from here on out as Dansville Wayland-Cohocton takes the ensuing kickoff following Batavia's touchdown and has a nice return, brings it up to about the 45-yard line. My name is Alex Brasky here for the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Before we get too deep into tonight's broadcast, we'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, and that is, of course, Genesee Community College. Are you looking to kickstart your career in health and physical education? Look no further than GCC. Whether you dream of teaching, coaching, personal training, or sports management, GCC has the programs to prepare you for jobs that are in high demand. So here we go, Dansville Wayland-Cohocton to work for their second offensive drive of the game. Man in motion, and they give it to him. Bursting into the backfield to make the tackle for Batavia was Joseph Marenko. They handed it off to Zayden Van Dermy Blackman. Didn't have much room to work with. It's a tackle for loss from Marenko. It's now 2nd and 14 for DWC. Dansville Wayland-Cohocton had a couple of nice plays, got into Batavia territory on their opening drive, but things stalled out. Batavia's defense standing tall, forcing a short punt, and then quickly working their way down the field did the Blue Devils, in completing the drive on the scoring strike from Buchholz to Grazioplane of about 35 yards. Buchholz threw it to Grazioplane along the far sideline, and Grazioplane caught it and dodged a couple of defenders, dove into the end zone for the touchdown. Impressive catch and run for the Batavia wide receiver. We'd also like to thank Dansville Chrysler, serving Livingston County and surrounding areas since 1932. We'll tell you more about these sponsors as we progress through the ball game, but as I said before, the late start has certainly jostled things up a bit, but hoping to settle in as Nate Gardner going deep for Dansville Wayland-Cohocton, and that is complete. A long completion for DWC, and that's what we saw in the opening drive, working it through the air as that goes deep down the field to Devon Gallo-Williams for the completion. So Nate Gardner, who started the season on the injured list, has since worked his way back, and now impressive here through the air. So that's a first down for DWC here inside Batavia territory. Also apologize for the angle here. It's an odd setup at Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. Some small windows to deal with, but nonetheless very appreciative of the Dansville Athletic Department, led by new athletic director Andy Layden, for setting us up atop inside this broadcast booth. Certainly no trouble with the angle when we are near midfield, but as we approach the end zones, you can see a bit of a tilt there. But appreciate you sticking with us here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. See if there's anything we can do to alleviate the tilt, but I'm really not sure at this point that there is. So here's Dansville Wayland-Cohocton as Gardner back to pass, looking to throw deep into the end zone. And it's tipped away. Nice play by the Batavia defense to knock it away. It's now going to be 3rd and 10. We'd also like to thank Cook Orthodontics. Cook Orthodontics has been serving Livingston County for 25 years, improving smiles, and they now offer Invisalign, clear ceramic, and traditional braces. That's Cook Orthodontics. So here's DWC as they go under center. Gardner turns around, fakes the handoff, rolling out, looking to throw. Hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. Batavia's Marenko picks it off and creates the takeaway, and the Blue Devils are going to take back over. A flag and a hat come flying in to signal 2 penalties against likely the Blue Devils. I believe one for unnecessary roughness late after the play, as you may have seen it on your frame, but nonetheless, the Blue Devils are going to take over following the turnover. UWC unhappy with the aggressive play from the Batavia lineman, it appeared, and the flag and the hat were thrown. We'd also like to thank Summit Family Dental Care. At Summit Family Dental Care, their dentists and staff are committed to giving you the best dental experience that Warsaw has to offer. Like any trusting relationship, their care begins with getting to know each other. Their highest priority is providing the quality dental services you deserve in a comfortable, convenient atmosphere. Call their Warsaw location at 585-786-3676 or their Geneseo location, 243-5588. So the penalties do go against Batavia. Personal foul against the Blue Devils sets them back deep inside their own territory. Oh, my apologies. While I was reading that ad, they announced DWC will keep possession as the penalty occurred before the interception in the backfield, in addition to the unnecessary roughness after the play, and that improves DWC's field position inside the Blue Devils' 5-yard line. Tossing it out now. Looking to run it for the touchdown as they tossed it to Zayden Van Dermy Blackman, but shut down by the Batavia defense. A good surge led there by a number of tacklers. Looked like Hunter Milam in there. Maybe that was Marenko 22, in fact. Batavia trying to hold Dansville Wayland-Cohocton out of the end zone. Big completion from Gardner to Gallo Williams helped set this up. And now a little bit of trickeration is Dansville Wayland-Cohocton on the wide receiver reverse pass for the touchdown. Michael Walenka on the reception, and we're all tied at 6. Reese Dixon on the reverse and the toss to Walenka for the touchdown. Dansville Wayland-Cohocton an extra point away from taking the lead. Kick is up, kick is through. Dansville Wayland-Cohocton ahead 7-6 with 1:27 remaining here in the opening quarter. Reed Martin's extra point has proved to be the difference here in the early going. Once again, we'd like to thank Genesee Community College. Are you looking to kickstart your career in health and physical education? Look no further than GCC. Whether you dream of teaching, coaching, personal training, or sports management, GCC has the programs to prepare you for jobs that are in high demand. Take advantage of a high-quality curriculum, excellent faculty, experiential learning, and great facilities. Join them at GCC and be the game changer you've always wanted to be. To learn more, visit genesee.edu/physed. Also, Dansville Chrysler, serving Livingston County and surrounding areas since 1932. Dansville Chrysler is the longest standing family-owned and operated dealership in the area. Stop in and see why. Dansville Chrysler has been in business for over 90 years. With a highly trained sales staff and ASE certified mechanics, Dansville Chrysler is the place to go. Contact them at 335-2227. So getting ready for the kickoff here. Dansville Wayland-Cohocton sporting that 7-6 advantage over Batavia here in the early going. DWC's been impressive at times this year, have yet to really put a complete game together, but looking to do so here tonight against a talented Batavia team. It looked like the ball squirted free, but I think Batavia able to fall on it. So now it's Blue Devils ball, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Maggio Buchholz on the return there for the Blue Devils. We also like to thank Cook Orthodontics. For 25 years, Dr. Keith Cook and his staff have been improving smiles throughout Livingston County. The office offers Invisalign, clear ceramic, and traditional braces, and his son, Dr. Ryan Cook, has joined the orthodontic practice and is working in Geneseo. Call for a free orthodontic consultation at 243-3174. Batavia with a gain of 4 on 1st down. That brings up a 2nd and 6. A little bit of a rocky start here for us on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network, but as I said before, these streams are not always smooth sailing. As you see the angle a little bit tilted, and the network wasn't cooperating at the beginning either, but we've since gotten the network working and going to bring you this game here. So Batavia on the run once again, and a big gain across midfield, and a flag comes in at the end of the play. So a big run there for Batavia's Zaylin Griffin, a 1st down, and likely more coming up as a penalty, likely going to be called against Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. The penalty does go against Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. It's a face mask penalty. And that'll improve Batavia's field position here. It does appear as if our connection is a bit spotty right now. That may delay us in updating the scoreboard, but I believe you still have us here. Buchholz on the run, about a 5-yard gain before he's pushed back, make it a 3-yard gain for Bronx Buchholz. Well, that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. We head to the second quarter. Batavia trailing 7-6. Yeah, definitely a slow go with the overlay control here. Hoping this graphic gets off the screen here. There it goes, finally. Batavia on the move inside DWC territory to begin this second quarter of play. It's 2nd and 8 coming up for the Blue Devils. And Bronx Buchholz is under duress, and he's brought down. Micah Walenka in there for the sack. It's going to make it a 3rd and 12 coming up for Batavia. So Walenka brings down Buchholz in the backfield, and that's a sack for the DWC defensive end. Excuse me, Nathan Gardner in there on the sack. I'm looking at the wrong roster here, I believe. Not sure where I went wrong there. Buchholz down the field, and it's picked off. Reese Dixon collects the interception. DWC inside Batavia territory. What a start for DWC as they are in firm control following the turnover committed by the Blue Devils. And a flag at the end of the play. We'll see what this is. Waiting the penalty call and waiting for our connection to clear up here, as it was going smooth there in the first quarter, but right toward the end it got a bit spotty and continuing to be so here. It's not allowing us to stop the clock or operate the overlay control. It's also making the feed a bit choppy, so once again we do apologize. So holding on the return called against Dansville Wayland-Cohocton, and that's going to bring the return back significantly, but still DWC in business here following the takeaway. It looks like our network is cleared up a bit here. Thankful for that, certainly. It's going to be a 1st and 10 coming up for DWC after the interception with 10:54 remaining here in the first half. So here's DWC, 1st and 10 with the lead. Gardner back to pass, and the whistle's blown. A flag comes out. It's going to be offside against Batavia, so 1st and 5. Coming up for DWC, their field position improves. Been an interesting night thus far. Batavia started with the lead. Completion from Bronx Buchholz to Colgrazio Plain for the touchdown. And DWC has come storming back. Gardner looking to throw, incomplete to Van Dermy Blackman It's going to be 2nd and 5 now. I think on one of those plays, I was looking at the wrong roster, and I may have called a Dansville player by a Batavia player's name. Do apologize. It's just been a lot going on tonight. 10:37. Gardner looking to throw again. It's been impressive. Sets his feet down the field. And is it picked off? It is not. Incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Coming up for Dansville, Wayland-Cohocton. Once again, we'd like to thank the Dansville Athletic Department setting us up here inside the press box. Beautiful digs here on this turf field. First time here for me. Press box is beautiful. Might have to reconfigure my positioning next time. I think I selected the wrong booth. I think Mr. Layden, the athletic director here, did indeed have a different booth set up for me, but I was uncertain which one to go to when I arrived, and I chose the wrong one. Not sure if it would improve the angle had I moved to the other one, but can't imagine it would be much worse than this. I think the only other option was this same box on the other side, perhaps, or maybe one closer. Maybe it would have been a little bit better. Maybe we can try to do that at halftime. But nonetheless, very thankful for Dansville, gracious hosts here this evening, as you saw Dansville Wayland-Cohocton on the first down conversion as they move the sticks, and a short run on first down now makes it 2nd and 9. Great video board here at Dansville as well, showing a live feed of the game. For those in attendance, it's really like you're tuning in for, or in attendance for like a professional game with the live feed on the screen there. Very nice. So 2nd and 9, approaching that 9-minute mark. Gardner complete down the middle of the field as he finds his receiver, Reese Dixon. And that'll move the sticks once again. 1st and 10. Coming up for DWC as this drive remains alive. So once again, the home team on the move, looking to increase their lead as, once again, the network is slowed down. So DWC from the Batavia 42-yard line. Gardner back to throw. Steps up in the pocket, and he's brought down by Sheldon Seiverling at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10 now for DWC. On the Genesee Community College scoreboard. Gardner out of the shotgun. Man in motion is Dixon, and a timeout called by DWC. And we'll take a quick break here. Not able to operate the clock here due to the network. And I'm sure the feed has been choppy for you, the viewer, so do our best here. And here's Gardner on the run. Flag comes in. Penalty goes against Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. They're going the wrong way. So holding against DWC will set them back. Second and 18 coming up. Gardner out of the shotgun. Low snap, collects it. On the run now, evading pressure. Flushed out of the pocket, looking down the field, and it's incomplete. It's going to bring up third and long for DWC. For right now, we're just going to shut off the overlay control. Not really any sense in leaving it up there when it's not working. Although, as I say that, it does appear as if our connection may have cleared up once again. So we'll reset our clock here to 7:25 to match that at Dansville High School. Third and 18 coming up for DWC after the incompletion. Snap, ball comes out. Gardner gains a yard. 4th and 17 coming up. So here's Reed Martin on to punt it away for Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. Nobody back deep to return it for Batavia as they are very concerned with a fake or perhaps trying to bring extra pressure. They almost got to Martin. This one rolling out of bounds. And Dansville Wayland-Cohocton's kick goes to the Batavia 37-yard line. That's where the Blue Devils will begin their drive, 1st and 10. Once again, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors here. Dansville Chrysler, serving Livingston County and surrounding areas since 1932. Dansville Chrysler is the longest-standing family-owned and operated dealership in the area. Stop in and see why Dansville Chrysler has been in business for over 90 years. With a highly trained sales staff and ASE-certified mechanics, Dansville Chrysler is the place to go. Contact them at 335-2227. So here's Buchholz under center, 1st and 10. Snap, handoff to Griffin. Falling forward for a gain of 4 to begin this drive, 2nd and 6. So Batavia scored first on a passing play from Buchholz to Grazio Plain. Then Reese Dixon threw a touchdown pass on a wide receiver reverse pass. And an extra point from Reed Martin made it 7-6, Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. They then turned Batavia over, intercepting a pass from Buchholz before they, too, gave it right back to Batavia, but in the form of a punt. And now Griffin off and running across midfield, and Batavia in business on this possession. 1st and 10 coming up for the Blue Devils. Also like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, Genesee Community College. Are you looking to kickstart your career in health and physical education? Look no further than GCC. Whether you dream of coaching, teaching, personal training, or sports management, GCC has the programs to prepare you for jobs that are in high demand. Take advantage of a high-quality curriculum, excellent faculty, experiential learning, and great facilities. Join them at GCC and be the game changer you've always wanted to be. To learn more, visit genesee.edu. So a good gain on first down for Batavia of about 8 yards, brings up a 2nd and 2 for the Blue Devils. Second and 2 coming up for Batavia now. Hand off. Right up the middle is Griffin finding his way on this drive. First and 10 coming up for the Blue Devils now. 4:25 remaining in the opening quarter. Toss out to Griffin, collects it off the bounce. Batavia going to keep a successful drive alive, but DWC's defense stands tall and pushes Griffin back for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 coming up. Second and 12 coming up for Batavia. Good push there to gain about 6 yards. Short of a first down, but that makes it a 3rd and manageable here for the Blue Devils. Batavia trying to regain the lead here, trailing by a point. 2:40 remaining in the second. Adjust our clock when we can. Buchholz looking to throw, steps up into the pocket, looking to run now, spinning off tacklers, still pushing his way inside the 15 before forward progress is stopped at the 15-yard line. 2:23 remaining here in the opening half. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up for Batavia. And an injury for DWC. Let's take a quick break. All right, the injured player has made his way off the field. Back to action. Batavia closing in on the end zone. First and 10 for the Blue Devils. Snap, Buchholz hands it to Griffin, dodging tacklers into the open field and cruising into the end zone for the Batavia touchdown. It's 12-7 Blue Devils. They have regained the lead. 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Batavia back out in front on the Genesee Community College scoreboard. GCC allows you to take advantage of a high-quality curriculum, excellent faculty, experiential learning, and great facilities. Join them at GCC and be the game changer you've always wanted to be. Buchholz crashes across the goal line, lost the football. We'll see if they give him the 2 points. They do. 14-7, Batavia in the lead here in the closing moments of the first half. I'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors. Dansville Chrysler, serving Livingston County and surrounding areas since 1932. Dansville Chrysler is the longest-standing family-owned and operated dealership in the area. Stop in and see why. We have been in business for over 90 years. With a highly trained sales staff and ASE-certified mechanics, Dansville Chrysler is the place to go. Contact them at 335-222-7. Also, Cook Orthodontics. For 25 years, Dr. Keith Cook and his staff have been improving smiles throughout Livingston County. The office offers Invisalign, clear ceramic, and traditional braces. His son, Dr. Ryan Cook, has joined the orthodontic practice and is working in Geneseo. Call for a free orthodontic consultation at 585-243-3174 or complete the form on their website, drcookortho.com. Also, Summit Family Dental Care. At Summit Family Dental Care, their dentists and staff are committed to giving you the best dental experience that Warsaw has to offer. Like any trusting relationship, their care begins with getting to know each other. That's Summit Family Dental Care. So Batavia, a little bit of a squib kick to the right. Dansville, Wayland-Cohocton able to fall on it. They will take over with 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The kick is recovered by number 50, Grayson Cartwright. DWC first down on their 46.
So here comes DWC back out to work. Gardner in the backfield, Aiden Schaefer beside him. Man in motion is Zayden Van Dermy Blackman, and bad snap on the ground. Gardner dodging tacklers, but he's going to be brought down for a significant loss, and it looked like his helmet popped off. And it did. That's going to force Gardner out of the game for one play. As DWC head coach Chad Pierre's out on the field, wondering why no penalty was called, with a little bit of extra physicality perhaps delivered by the Blue Devils. And now a timeout has been called by Batavia. So it's going to be 2nd and 20 coming up for DWC out of the timeout. Second and 20 coming up for DWC. Closing moments of this first half. Gardner is out for this play. Toss goes to Van Dermy Blackman. Dives forward near the initial line of scrimmage. Gain of 9. Going to bring up a third and 11. Timeout called.
Gain of 7 brings up third down and 11.
As the Blue Devils have elected to stop the clock here with 1:28 remaining in the second quarter. Back to action, 1:28 remaining in the opening half. Third and 11 coming up for DWC. Out of the shotgun, Gardner back in there. Low to his left. Forced to scoop it up off the turf, and Sheldon Seiverling burst through for the sack. Fourth and long coming up for DWC. Another big loss. 4th and 21 coming up. And Batavia calls another timeout to stop the clock with 1:20 remaining in this second quarter, hoping to get the ball back and perhaps put more points on the board and add to their advantage here before the second quarter is through. Slow start for Batavia, but they've since taken a lead and now starting to take control of the action here at Dansville High School. Fourth and 21, Dansville Wayland-Cohocton back to punt it away. Batavia now on this punt does have a return man back. It's Cole Grazio playing. And he will let a bouncing ball come to rest at the 24-yard line. That's where the Blue Devils will begin their drive. First and 10 coming up for Batavia. They lead it by 7 here at Dansville. Once again, we'd like to thank Genesee Community College. Also, Dansville Chrysler. Cook Orthodontics. And Summit Family Dental Care. So here's Batavia back to work. Buchholz takes the snap, looking to run, takes it himself. Up the left side, good gain for Buchholz. Runs it out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Fresh set of downs coming up for Batavia. 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter. Buchholz back to throw. has his man, and it's complete. Batavia continuing to move the football down the field. Buchholz finds his brother, Maggio Buchholz. So Bronx to Maggio, the brotherly connection, gives Batavia another first down. First and 10 for the Blue Devils. Bronx Buchholz out of the shotgun. Looking to throw, and it's batted right back into his face. Good pressure created by Dansville Wayland-Cohocton's Charles Henshin. Able to stuff the passing attempt and create the incompletion with 52 seconds remaining here in the opening half. That brings up a third down and 3. So I thought the chains had moved previously. They had not, but now they will on the long completion from Buchholz to Devon Gallo-Williams. So I believe what I said earlier when we were dealing with a little bit of turbulence on the broadcast, I had that first touchdown from Dansville completed to Gallo-Williams, or at least one of the completions on that drive, where I was just looking at the wrong roster amongst a host of problems we were experiencing and kind of continued to experience on this broadcast. So I do apologize for, like I said before, a bit of turbulence on tonight's broadcast. Certainly not what we typically offer, but we're trying to battle through some unfortunate circumstances that we're dealing with network-wise, and it kind of led to a late start and some discombobulation, and also the press box here at Dansville, a little bit tough of an angle where we're situated here, but beautiful digs here at Dansville. This is really a nice facility. They are lucky to have it here in Livingston County. So Batavia deep inside DWC territory. Buchholz going to the end zone. Jump ball in the corner. And it's incomplete. Nice pass break up by DWC. Pass intended for Carter Mullen. Zayden Van Dermy Blackman was there to break it up. It's now going to be 3rd and 10. Coming up for Batavia. So 3rd and 10 for Batavia. 16 seconds remaining in the opening half. Buchholz looking to throw. Goes to the end zone. Wide open man. But he threw it a little bit too far toward the sideline, and that caused his intended target, Carter Mullen, to reach for it, and he just couldn't come up with it. Tough. It would have been a tough catch. Couldn't come up with it, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10 with 9 seconds remaining. Buchholz out of the shotgun. 4th and 10. One last try perhaps for Batavia. Buchholz steps up looking to run. Nearing first down yardage, but there's a swarm of DWC defenders able to deke them out and gain the first down. But that's going to do it for the second quarter of play. We head to halftime with Batavia ahead 14-7. We'll be back on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network.
booby trap is this
I
thing going on
know,
here?
set up.
right here. You can go. Okay.
Do you mind entering?
Yeah, we'll go around.
Thanks, guys. Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't know that he had
No,
you guys
you're
there.
no worries.
initially.
No problem.
Can me and Hannah go to the playground? Yeah. All right.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Alex Brasky here with you. We've reconfigured our situation here. We're outside amongst the people now. Here at Dansville High School, trying to improve the experience for you, the viewer. It's a tough angle inside the press box, hoping for better out here. And smooth sailing from here on out. So thank you for staying with us. Alex Brasky here with you. Batavia leads Dansville Wayland-Cohocton by 7 at the half. All right, we're getting ready to go here. Second half of action. Dansville Wayland-Cohocton will kick off to Batavia to begin the third quarter of play. Batavia started with the lead. Dansville Wayland-Cohocton came back, took the lead on an extra point. Actually got a turnover committed by Batavia on the Blue Devils' next drive, but they punted. Batavia went down, scored before the half, regained the lead 14-7. All right, so here we go. We are just about ready to get back to action as DWC kicks it deep to Batavia, and it's Maggio Buchholz on the return for the Blue Devils.
That was all you!
And gets across to the 23-yard line.
Kick returned by number 44, Maggio Buchholz.
And that's where Batavia will begin its drive
Batavia first
here in the third quarter. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, Genesee Community College. Are you looking to kickstart your career in health and physical education? Look no further than GCC. Whether you dream of teaching, coaching, personal training, or sports management, GCC has the programs to prepare you for jobs that are in high demand. That's genesee.edu/phys ed. So here's Batavia out to work. Zaylin Griffin in the backfield takes the snap. He's had a good evening running the football, and a good gain here on first down is across the line to gain. Fresh set of downs coming up for Batavia. Looks like there may have been a flag at the end of the play, some extracurricular going on. It's going to be called against the Blue Devils. So that'll set things back and wipe the big gain off the board. Not sure what that call was, but nonetheless, Batavia set back here. We'll see if it was after the play and they... spot foul, it seems. So 1st and 5, I believe, is what they have. 1st and 5 coming up for Batavia. Snap. Buchholz hands it to Griffin. This time he's stacked up. Nice defensive play there from Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. Looked like it was Charles Henshin in there on the tackle. Also Caleb Knapp. Caleb Knapp in there on the play. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Blue Devils now. Buchholz sends a man in motion. It's Grazio playing, but they hand it to Griffin. Griffin looking for room to run on the edge, and he finds it, dodging tacklers along the sideline. Still slipping tacklers, and he nears midfield. 48-yard line of Batavia is where Zaylin Griffin goes out of bounds. A big gain. That's going to be a Batavia first down with 10:54 remaining here in the third quarter. So Batavia on the move. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, Genesee Community College. Explore careers in health and physical education. It's Genesee Community College. Buchholz hands it off to Buchholz. Bronx DiMaggio, 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 coming up. We'd also like to thank Dansville Chrysler, serving Livingston County and surrounding areas since 1932. Dansville Chrysler is the longest-standing family-owned and operated dealership in the area. Stop in and see why. Dansville Chrysler has been in business for over 90 years. With a highly trained sales staff and ASE-certified mechanics, Dansville Chrysler is the place to go. Contact them now at 335-2227. So here's Batavia at the midfield stripe. They hand it to Griffin into the secondary. Zaylin Griffin, another big gain for the Batavia running back. And another fresh set of downs coming up for the Blue Devils.
Another carry by number 24, Zaylin Griffin. Stopped by number 4, Zayden Van Dermy Blackman. But that's another
We'd also like to thank Cook Orthodontics. For 25 years, Dr. Keith Cook and his staff have been improving smiles throughout Livingston County. The office offers Invisalign, clear ceramic, and traditional braces. His son, Dr. Ryan Cook, has joined the orthodontic practice and is working in Geneseo. Call for a free orthodontic consultation, 243-3174, or complete the form on their website, drcookortho.com. Snap to Bronx Buchholz. Takes it himself, bursting into the secondary. Nearing the line to gain. I believe that's going to be a first down for Batavia. And it is.
Keeper by number 9, Bronx Buchholz. Hit by, among others, number 78, Landon Joseph, but that is a Batavia first down.
Also, we'd like to thank Summit Family Dental Care. At Summit Family Dental Care, their dentists and staff are committed to giving you the best dental experience that Warsaw has to offer. Like any trusting relationship, their care begins with getting to know each other. Their highest priority is providing the quality dental services you deserve in a comfortable, convenient atmosphere. Bronx Buchholz under center, Griffin the deep back, and they give it to him, but he's brought down immediately. As bursting in to make the play is DWC's Caleb Knapp. He's had quite the defensive series, making an impact for the DWC defense. Big possession here. If DWC can somehow keep Batavia out of the end zone, it'll pay dividends. Batavia nearing the red zone, and they work the hard count. This could improve their field position. We'll see who they call it on. The early movement, and it goes against DWC. So a big stop on first down made it 2nd and 12, but now after the offside, it's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up for Batavia. Snap, Buchholz looking to throw, going to the end zone, and it's complete. Buchholz to Grazio playing for the second time tonight, touchdown Batavia. And they increase their lead. It's now 20-7 with 7:58 remaining in the third quarter. Batavia in firm control here at Dansville High School. High snap to Grazio Plain, still gets the hold down, but line drive kick slams into the crossbar. It remains a 20-7 Batavia lead with 7:58 remaining in the third. DWC set to take back over after a quick break. Here come the teams back onto the field for the kickoff following Batavia's latest touchdown, which increased their lead to 20-7. Short rolling kick, fallen on by Aiden Schaefer. Dansville Wayland-Cohocton ready to begin its drive.
Falling on by number 20, Aiden Schaefer. DWC will start their drive on the 30-yard line.
So here comes DWC, 1st and 10 from their own 30. Gardner out of the shotgun. Snap, looking to throw, has a man on a curl route, but he drops it. Or did he come up with it? Certainly a bobble, and it looks like a bobbling catch.
Pass complete to number 10, Evan Sidor.
Evan Sidor on the completion.
Second down and 7.
Short gain, 2nd and 7. Coming up for DWC. Looked like that one was dropped near his legs, but able to secure it maybe against the hamstring or the thigh, I should say, and DWC able to come up with a completion to begin their drive with positive yardage. So here's Gardner out of the shotgun. 2 men to his left, 2 men to his right, 1 man in the backfield. Gardner near the first down marker, and it's complete. And that's going to be a first down for DWC. Sidor on the completion. That connection, Gardner to Sidor, is working wonders for DWC on this drive. First down coming up. Here's the 1st and 10 for DWC. Gardner takes the snap, under duress, gets it away, and it's incomplete. Good throwaway there from Gardner, avoiding the sack, but he's been under pressure all night long, starting to take some big hits in the pocket.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 coming up for DWC. An intentional grounding is called.
Intentional grounding called against DWC.
That'll set DWC back even further here. See where they mark it here. Going back quite a ways. So 2nd and 25 coming up.
That brings up 2nd down and 28 for the football
We'll
team.
make it 28. 2nd and 28 coming up for DWC following the intentional grounding. Gardner takes the snap, looking to throw, chased out of the pocket, falling away as he throws, and it's incomplete.
Pass intended for number 10, Evan Sador, incomplete.
And the pass falls incomplete. And it's 3rd and 28 coming up. Third and 28, Gardner out of the shotgun. Another low snap, able to pick it up off the turf, and it's complete to Reed Martin. Gain of about 8. Gonna bring up 4th and long. It's 4th and 20.
Complete to number 3,
Coming up for DWC, and they'll send the punting unit onto the field.
Looked like the entire Batavia defense, but not enough for a first down. Brings up 4th down and 20.
So here's the punt from DWC. Back to return it for Batavia is Grazio playing a bouncing ball, rolling in Dansville Wayland-Cohocton's favor. Finally comes to rest at the 22-yard line. A nice punt there for DWC, flipping the field as Batavia gets set to take over on offense.
To Corey Beeman on the Batavia 23. 1st and 10 Batavia. Scratch the 22, says Mr. Harris. We'd like to send some recognition to our tonight's chain gang. Those are Chuck Infantino, Jim McLaughlin, and the legendary Dick Gillard, who is celebrating his 40th year working on the sidelines. Nobody knows if this will be your last game, Mr. Gillard, but we always have a place for you if you decide to come back next year.
40-year chain crew member here, Mr. Gillard for Dansville. Quite the run. Impressive. Toss out to Griffin. He's tripped up. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2 coming up.
Carry by number 24, Zaylin Griffin. Tripped up by number 4, Zayden Van Dermy Blackman. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
A little bit chilly out here amongst the people in the stands. Certainly not as warm as the press box. And I did not dress for it. Second and 2, Buchholz split in the shotgun. Take it to Griffin, give it to Maggio. Buchholz crashing through for a short gain, but that's going to be enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 coming up for Batavia.
Carry by number 44, Maggio Buchholz. Stop by number 51, Elijah Bender. Maybe enough for a first down.
I mean, the officials have ruled first down here. Sticks refusing to move.
And it is indeed a Batavia first down.
Don't knock anything. Terrible once again. Dude, you be careful. Don't hit the camera. She's not always the most coordinated.
He was nervous.
Buchholz takes it himself. And a penalty flag comes in.
Nowhere to go for number 9, Bronx Buchholz, with number 51, Elijah Bender there. Was a loss of yards on that play and a flag.
Holding against the Blue Devils. That'll march him back.
Against Batavia. First and 20 for the Blue Devils.
First and 20 coming up for Batavia. Snap to Buchholz, looking to throw, going deep to Grazio Plain. Jump ball, tipped around and incomplete. 3:33 remaining here in the third quarter.
For number 6, Cole
Second and 20
Grazio
coming up.
broken up by Van Dermy, Blackman, and Martin.
Buchholz fakes the handoff, tosses it to Maggio Buchholz, just a bit high, incomplete. Third and 20 coming up.
Number 44, Maggio Buchholz, incomplete. Third and 20.
Somehow no time ran off the clock on that play. Still 3:33. So Batavia hoping to convert on this third and long, while DWC looking to stand tall and give the ball back to its offense. But we have a timeout called by Batavia. Be right back.
Timeout called by DWC.
And we're back out of the timeout. Batavia facing a third and 20 here. Buchholz alone in the shotgun. 3 men to his right, 1 to his left, and that one goes in motion. Overload to the right. Buchholz thought about running to his left, pulls it down, now looking to throw on the run, overshoots Mullen. Flag behind the play.
Pass intended for number 1, Carter Mullen. Incomplete. flag on the play.
It's a illegal formation or illegal shift called against Batavia. So it's going to be 4th down and 20. So DWC trying to get the ball back to its offense here and find a spark late in this 3rd quarter. Line drive kick. Caught by Van Dermy Blackman. And the ball comes out. Who's got it? It's going to be DWC football as they were able to fall on it, maintain possession. And an injured player. We'll take another quick break.
Punt return by number 4, Saban Van Dermy Blackman. DWC recovers the fumble at the end of that. 1st and 10, DWC. At the 34-yard line.
All right, back to action here. Carvel Martino makes his way off the field, hoping the best for that young man. 3:08 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. First and 10 for DWC. Going deep down the field, and it's complete. Touchdown, DWC. Gardner to Reed Martin, a quick strike. And DWC's right back in it. It's 20-13 with 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Got a 35, 40-yard pass there from Gardner. And it finds Martin for the touchdown. Good fight from DWC here tonight. Looking to cut it to a 6-point game with the point after. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, kick is through. It's 20-14. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, Genesee Community College. Are you looking to explore careers in health and physical education? Genesee Your Path. Learn more at genesee.edu phys ed. Also, Dansville Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, family owned and operated since 1932 right here in Dansville. Also, Cook Orthodontics, a nice smile is always in style. Dr. Keith Cook, orthodontics for children and adults. Lastly, Summit Family Dental Care, offices in Warsaw and Geneseo. You can visit them online at summitfamilydentalcare.com. We got a ball game here, 20-14. DWC continuing to battle the visiting Batavia Blue Devils, defending champions in Class B. DWC making things interesting here tonight.
There's a big cheerleading meet tomorrow in Avon. Wish them luck.
So DWC feeling it here. They're trying to work the comeback. They've already turned Batavia over once, forced a couple of punts, so we'll see if the DWC defense can do it once again and give their offense a chance to perhaps tie or take the lead. Here's the kick. Batavia back to return. It's Maggio Buchholz collecting it at the Blue Devils' own 5-yard line, barreling over one of the members of the DWC coverage team. Quite the impressive show of strength there from Buchholz, and 1st and 10 coming up for Batavia at their own 20-yard line.
Stop by number 10, Evans, Sador. 1st and 10 for Batavia from their 21. 20.
And a timeout? No. Thought we had a timeout. Batavia ready to begin its drive. Trying to regain control here following the quick strike from DWC. Bronx Buchholz out of the shotgun. Zaylen Griffin beside him. Bronx will take it himself, but he's wrapped up and brought down. Stiff stand provided by the DWC front.
Keeper by number 9, Bronx Buchholz.
Looked like that effort was led by Charles Henshin. And gain of 3 on the play, going to bring up a 2nd and 7. Henshin's had a nice game defensively for Dansville Wayland-Cohocton here tonight. Second and 7. Buchholz under center, turns around, hands it to Griffin. Wrapped up at the line, but he continued to push forward. Elijah Bender grabbed him with one arm. A gain of 3 once again. Maybe 3.5. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
Griffin, gain of a couple, 3rd down and 2.
So Batavia facing 3rd down here. Time ticking away in the 3rd quarter. DWC looking to come up with a big play here to force Batavia into a tough decision on 4th down. 3rd and a short 3 here for the Blue Devils. Buchholz will go under center. Griffin, the lone setback. They flip it to him. Griffin trying to find the edge. He does, and he finds 1st down yardage. The sticks move as Griffin crosses the line to gain.
Carry by number 24, Zaylen Griffin. That's enough for a Batavia 1st down.
Here comes a 1st and 10 for Batavia now. Buchholz under center. Back to throw. Looking down the middle of the field, and he connects with Maggio Buchholz. Big gain for Batavia through the passing game. Buchholz dodging defenders deep down the sideline, flexing at the end of the play. A gain of about 50 yards and a 1st down for the Blue Devils.
But that is a Batavia 1st down.
So a chunk play for Batavia, and they are in business as they look to answer the Dansville Wayland-Cohocton touchdown. First and 10 coming up for Batavia. The Buchholz to Buchholz connection working wonders for the Blue Devils. Man in motion is Grazio playing. Bronx Buchholz takes it himself off the left side, spinning through tacklers. Henschen comes in there to make the play along with Caleb Knapp to clean it up for DWC. And it looks like that's going to be the final play of this third quarter as we'll head to the fourth with Batavia leading 20-14 and on the move.
Second down and 5.
And that will do it. For the third quarter of play, we head to the fourth. Batavia clinging to a one-possession advantage.
And that play concludes the quarter.
We'll be right back here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network.
Batavia Blue Devils 20.
All right, and we're back, ready for the conclusion of this Class B matchup. Batavia on the drive, looking to increase its lead, but a flag comes in the area of holding. Could set the Blue Devils back here as they're inside the red zone.
Keeper by number 9, Bronx Buchholz, flag on the play.
I'll send it to you, Robert.
See what the penalty's on. We're adding 10 seconds to the clock. And it's a hold against Batavia. Not sure why they would think Dansville's trying to run extra time off the clock, but reset of the clock, 11:54, and now we're gonna start it up. So 2nd and 15 coming up for the Blue Devils now as Buchholz has gone under center, back to throw, rolling to his right, looking down the field, but he's brought down. A sack on the play, and it looks like we might have a horse collar tackle called against Elijah Bender. We'll see what they call. Personal foul, horse collar tackle, and that's going to improve Batavia's field position.
Terrible ref. Just like every game. Garbage call.
2nd and 8. Coming up.
Make him pay, D.
Snap, handoff to Griffin, running on the right side, into the secondary, and into the end zone for the Batavia touchdown.
Number 24, Zayden with the carry.
Batavia increases its lead. It's back to 12 points with 11-12 remaining in the ball game. So here's Batavia out for the PAT, trying to increase their lead to 13. Or no, perhaps they leave the offense on the field. We'll see. Yes, offense still on the field. Going for 2 are the Blue Devils. Looking to make it a 14-point ball game here. Buchholz sends a man in motion. It's Mullen. Looking into the end zone. Has his man, but it's dropped. And a flag.
Exactly, he caught the ball.
At this rate, I'm not sure we're ever going to get out of here. Personal foul called against Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. Batavia will try again.
So the pass was incomplete, but a personal foul called against DWC. Gives Batavia another shot.
You guys are terrible. Read the book. What was the call? It's an incomplete pass.
Chance to smoke them.
Terrible ref. It's a clown show. Did he get hit too hard? Does he need a tampon? Or a pad? I'll give him a tampon.
Plenty of inappropriate remarks coming from the Dansville fan section here.
Get up! Get
Now the Batavia fans arguing back with the Dansville faithful. Probably for good reason after the last comment. And the try is no good. Remains a 12-point game, 11-12 remaining.
Is no good. Makes the score DWC 14, Batavia 26.
Sarah! Mr. Castor! Down that way! Mr. Castor! That way!
Not done on this side yet.
Finally, some event staff coming over to quell the disruption created by the Dansville fans. And here's a big return for Dansville Wayland-Cohocton as Zayden Van Dermy Blackman bursting through the middle.
Big return by number 4.
First down coming up for DWC.
DWC first down from their own 40.
Hey, Mom, we got free popcorn. We got free popcorn. Yeah, we get free popcorn. Free popcorn.
Did you steal it?
So here's DWC to begin the drive. 11:04 remaining in the fourth quarter. Gardner out of the shotgun. Looking to throw, and it's complete. Finds his man. It's Reese Dixon. First down for Dansville Wayland-Cohocton.
Reese Dixon, that's enough for a DWC first down.
So DWC on the move inside Batavia territory, trailing by a couple of scores. Gardner drops back, looking to throw again. A diving attempt made at an interception by Batavia's Lakota Merzak, unable to come up with it, but he does break the pass up, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 coming up. Getting rather cold out here. Thankfully no wind. It's a relatively nice fall night. Just didn't wear the appropriate attire for the situation. Can't say enough about this field at Dansville. It's beautiful. 10:14 remaining here in the fourth. 2nd and 10 for DWC. Gardner drops back, looking to throw, and he connects with his man. It's Reed Martin breaking tackles into the secondary, heading for the sideline before he's spun down in a flag.
Pass complete to number 3, Reed Martin. That's enough for a DWC first down and a flag at the end of the play.
And we'll see what the call is here. Personal foul, face mask, or horse collar, one of the two, called against Batavia.
It's against Batavia.
That'll improve DWC's field position here.
Yeah, boys, come on. All you.
So DWC trying to cut into its deficit. Down by 12, 10:05 remaining here in the fourth.
First and 10 from the 15.
Into the end zone, jump ball, and it's complete. Touchdown DWC. Gardner finds his man. It's Reese Dixon. And Dansville Wayland-Cohocton continuing to battle. It's 26-20. The PAT upcoming. Six-point game, could be 5 if DWC is able to convert on this point after attempt. Good snap, good kick, and it's a 5-point game. Kudos to Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. They continue to battle here tonight. 26-21, Batavia in the lead.
Batavia 26.
Another low snap on that play, but Gardner able to handle it, and the jump ball in the end zone, complete for the touchdown. I was a little behind on the camera. My apologies on that one. But with 9:51 remaining now, our connection is once again slowing. Nope, I think we're back. Nope, again it slowed. And again we're back. It's fluctuating now. Hopefully that can stay as it's been throughout the course of the second half. But we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with Genesee Community College. Genesee, your path. Explore careers in health and physical education. That's GCC. Also, Dansville, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. family owned and operated since 1932. Also, Dr. Keith Cook, a nice smile is always in style, offering traditional braces, Invisalign, and clear ceramic braces. Also, Summit Family Dental Care. That's summitfamilydentalcare.com. Offices in Warsaw and Geneseo. So Dansville, Wayland-Cohocton ready to kick it off. 9:51 remaining in the fourth quarter. Batavia clinging to a 5-point lead. Good kick. Maggio Buchholz once again collects it inside the Batavia 5-yard line, but once again a big return. Maggio Buchholz has the kicker to beat. And the DWC coverage team chases him down from behind after the kicker diverted his path to the end zone. But what a return. Maggio Buchholz sets Batavia up with quality field position, and what a surprise, another flag comes in at the end of the play. Let's see what the call is here. It's a block in the back against Batavia. So it's going to erase some of that big return from Buchholz, but what athleticism shown by that young man here tonight. That would have been a 65-yard return had it stood, but wiped off the board due to the block in the back. So big penalty called as Batavia back inside DWC territory now, and now Dansville, Wayland-Cohocton a better chance, I should say, to stop Batavia from adding to its lead here as they lead by 5 with 9:36 to play. Buchholz takes the snap, hands it to Griffin, pulling tacklers with him, and on the stop was Zayden Teed. But a good gain for Griffin of about 8 yards, 2nd and 2 coming up. Griffin has been impressive here tonight, running all over this DWC defense when given the opportunity. Approaching the 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Buchholz takes the snap, hands it to Griffin once again, and he's brought down. I believe right at the line of scrimmage. That was stopped short of a first down. Bursting into the backfield to make the play was Aiden Schaefer. And that's going to be a 3rd and 1 after a short gain on the play. 3rd and 1 coming up. Snap. Buchholz crosses the line to gain. That's going to be a first down for the Blue Devils.
Keeper by number 9, Ron Buchholz. Didn't get much, but that was enough for a first down.
Forgot to start the clock when the official gave the wind. We'll reset it once we get the opportunity, but Griffin into the secondary, first down and more for Batavia. Griffin still on his feet, inside the 30, dodging defenders, inside the 25. Zaylin Griffin brought down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 33, I believe, if my math is correct, and It's going to be another fresh set of downs coming up for the Blue Devils. Big gain from Griffin. There's Buchholz out of the shotgun and a timeout.
Timeout called by Batavia.
All right, back to action. Batavia, 1st and 10, 7:21 remaining here in the 4th. Good play made by the DWC defense. Tackle for loss, going to bring up 2nd and 12. Fumble on the play, but Buchholz able to collect it, keep possession for the Blue Devils. Second and long. Buchholz gets an early snap. It looked like no one else was prepared for it, but the center. And bursting in to make the play was Caleb Knapp. That's a tackle for loss. It's going to be 3rd and long. DWC's defense coming up with 2 consecutive big plays, and it's now 3rd and 17. Now we'll make it 16. Approaching the 6-minute mark. A big play in this game coming up right now.
Loss of yards on the play, 3rd and 15 for Batavia.
Two plays to get the first down for Batavia. They are on 4-down territory. Buchholz going deep to Grazio playing, and he finds him inside the 5. First down for the Blue Devils. When in doubt, throw it up to Grazio playing. That's been the recipe for success tonight for the Blue Devils. And it worked to perfection there as we're at the 5.5-minute mark. It's 1st and 10 for Batavia. Now knocking on the door, looking for the game-clinching touchdown with now 5:20 to go. Grazio Plain has beat his man deep into the secondary a few times tonight, and Buchholz is connected with him. Once for a touchdown, and this time for a clutch first down conversion. Buchholz turns around, hands it to Griffin, waltzing into the end zone for the Batavia touchdown. Blue Devils increase their lead. It's now 33-21. Batavia will go for 2 here, looking to make it a 14-point game. Buchholz tosses it to Grazio Plain, who tosses it into the end zone to Maggio Buchholz for the 2-point conversion. Some trickeration for Batavia on the 2-point try, and it works out. 14-point lead for the Blue Devils. 5:02 remaining in the ball game.
And we'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight. Please remember to help our groundskeepers by taking your trash with you if you have any. Please and thank you.
Dansville Wayland-Cohocton takes back over on offense, trailing by 13. Excuse me, my math was off. No, it should be 14, shouldn't it? They have 34-21 on the scoreboard here. I'm not sure if my count was wrong or the count here is wrong. I'll have to check on that. Yeah, my count's wrong because, yeah, I think I was incorrect there. So Dansville Wayland-Cohocton back on the attack here. Completion on first down of about 7 yards, going to bring up a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Inside of 5 minutes to go. Gardner back to throw once again, complete. Batavia unable to bring down Reed Martin. Eventually they do, but that's near first down yardage.
Another completion to number 3, Reed Martin. That's enough for a DWC first down.
DWC continuing to fight in this game. 1st and 10 nearing midfield. Gardner back to throw. On the run, deep down the field. And it's broken up. Carter Mullen on the pass deflection. Knocks it to the turf. 4 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. It's 2nd and 10. That one's incomplete.
Pass intended for number 4, Zayden Van Dermy Blackman.
.407 remaining, 3rd down coming up for DWC. 3rd and 10, Gardner back to throw. Flushed out, down the field, it's incomplete, flag comes in.
Pass intended for number 3, Reed Martin. Incomplete. 4th down.
Personal foul. Late hit called against Batavia. It's going to give DWC a 1st down.
Personal foul called against Batavia. The result of that is a DWC 1st down.
Dansville Wayland-Cohocton back to work now in Batavia territory. 1st and 10, 42-yard line. Gardner, low snap, completes it on the outside. Reed Martin hit out of bounds, and another flag is thrown, and now an official appears to be injured.
Number 3, Reed Martin. Another flag at the end of that play.
My goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen. Game started at 7 p.m. It's 9:30. Lost count of the amount of penalties a long time ago. This one really dragging on here.
And the result of that foul is yet another DWC 1st down.
1st down for DWC, 3:50 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Gardner takes a snap, looking to throw over the middle, completes it to Evan Sador. It's going to be a 1st down for DWC.
Leads to number 10, Evan Sador.
And another flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct called against Batavia.
Should have for the DWC 1st down. Flag.
What a display here this evening.
So due to that foul, it is a DWC 1st and
1st and goal for DWC. Snap. Gardner looking to throw. Dodging defenders. Running laterally across the goal line and now into the end zone for the DWC touchdown. 34-27, 3:32 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Connection seems to be a little bit spotty for the time being. Hopefully that resolves itself within a matter of moments.
Way to go, Sador!
And the kick is good. 34-28, 6-point game.
the kick is good. Reed Martin with the extra point. DWC 28, Batavia 34, 3:32 left.
We'll update that scoreboard as soon as we can, but dealing with those network issues. 34-28, Batavia remains in the lead as they look to get the ball back following Dansville Wayland-Cohocton's touchdown and subsequent point after attempt, which was successful. Batavia will try to run out the clock here. DWC trying to get a stop and one more chance for its offense. The onside kick, and DWC gets it. Caleb Knapp picks it up on the run, and what an opportunity here for DWC. They take over inside Batavia territory at the Blue Devils' 30-yard line, and the clock operator here did not stop the clock, let an additional 6 seconds run off. So 3:17 remaining here in the fourth. My goodness, what a... I don't even know what to call this game. Wild, I guess I'll call it, for the lack of a better phrase or word. But boy, oh boy, this marathon not over yet. So here is DWC, who's had it going offensively here in the second half. Gardner takes the snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Down the field, and a diving pass breakup made by Cole Grazio playing, and to the surprise of no one, a flag behind the play, holding called against Dansville Wayland-Cohocton. Batavia takes the penalty. It's now 1st and 20. So 1st and 20 coming up. Gardner steps up on the run. Good gain here of about 10 yards. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Keeper by number 8, Nate Gardner. Gain of 10. 2nd and 10.
So we're inside 3 minutes to go now. 6 points separating these two teams. A touchdown and an extra point would give Dansville Wayland-Cohocton the lead. Two and a half minutes remaining. Gardner out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Has his man, and it is dropped. Reed Martin was wide open over the middle, and he just dropped it.
Pass intended for number 3, Reed Martin. 3rd and 10.
So 3rd and 10 coming up with 2:20 remaining on the drop pass. Gardner takes a snap, dropping back, throws it over the middle. It's complete. Swarm of tacklers bring down Reese Dixon. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 5 coming up for DWC. A stop here for Batavia would all but end the game. Although DWC does have all 3 of its timeouts remaining. Time certainly dwindling here. 1:45 remaining. 4th and 5. Actually, we'll call it 4th and 6 for DWC. Play of the game right here. And a timeout called by DWC. We'll take a quick break. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with Genesee Community College. Genesee Your Path. Explore careers in health and physical education. Learn more at genesee.edu/physed. Also, Dansville Chrysler, family owned and operated since 1932. Also, Cook Orthodontics. A nice smile is always in style. And Summit Family Dental Care offices in Warsaw and Geneseo. That's summitfamilydentalcare.com. All right, here we go. 4th down coming up for DWC. Play of the game. Snap. Gardner looking to throw over the middle, and it's complete. That'll keep the drive alive, as fighting for the first down is Evan Sador. 1:21 remaining now. Fresh set of downs coming up for DWC. Gardner trying to fight his way away from Batavia defenders, unable to do so. Now a timeout called by DWC.
Batavia sacked by number 15, Timothy Merle. Timeout called by DWC.
It's going to bring it back to a 2nd and 18. As once again, our network connection a little bit spotty, not allowing me to set the scoreboard here. There's a 1:03 remaining. Let's see if I can get it up here. It's just not letting me update due to the network issues. I think I got it. Yes, got it now. 1:03 remaining. 2nd and 18 coming up for DWC.
Thank you.
So DWC needs a big gain here to get back into reasonable territory. Approaching a 3rd down. .103 left. Gardner back to throw. Falling away. Has a man diving after it to make the play. Is DWZ's Zayden Van Dermy Blackman. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3. Clock continues to wind. 43 seconds remaining now. 3rd and 3 here for DWC. 30 seconds remaining. 6-point game. Gardner back to throw. Going to the end zone. Tipped up and incomplete. Van Dermy Blackman was in the end zone. Ball was broken up. 4th down and 3 coming up. Another huge play for the DWC offense and the Batavia defense. This could decide it. 24 seconds left, 6-point game. DWC's battled throughout the course of this game. Batavia trying to cling to the lead here. Gardner out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Low over the middle. It's incomplete. And DWC's comeback attempt falls just short. Batavia is going to win this game. Valiant effort from DWC. A lot to be proud of. They fought hard here tonight.
Batavia takes over on downs.
Looked like Gardner might have rushed the throw a little bit. Threw it low, incomplete. And Batavia survives here at Dansville High School. Looks like all we'll need is one snap. That'll wind the final 19 seconds off the clock, barring a Dansville timeout, of which they have one remaining. So we'll see what happens here. A long delay. I would think that we just want to get out of here after quite the long game, but taking a while to get this next possession started. Here we go, snap. And that's going to do it here from Dansville High School. Your final score, 34-28 Batavia. A slim victory over a gritty DWC squad. Alex Brasky for the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Thank you for sticking with us through some turbulence at the beginning of the broadcast. We shored things up as we went along and hope you enjoyed what was a good game here tonight.
And that'll do it. The final score.
Please tune in tomorrow afternoon. Attica Alexander will host Hornell
34.
at 1 p.m. Alex Brasky signing off for the BDN Sports Network. We'll see you next time.